Miami, Florida just cancelled their election for November 2025, and the election was for the mayor and commissioner. It wasn't the people of Miami who voted for this. It was the mayor and the commissioner who made this decision. They said they wanted to save money and move the election to a year where there was a bigger election so that they would have a better turnout. Hi guys, my name is Esther Daniel and you're welcome back to the channel. Before we move on with today's video, please subscribe to the channel, like and share the video to help the channel out.
Every city has something called a city chamber. If you do not know what that is, it is a local constitution. And within Miami's local constitution, it says that elections are to be held every 2 years on odd numbered years. Changing that charter requires a vote from the residents, which did not happen here. Let me also tell you that the mayor who did this, he's a Republican. And him and that commissioner now get another year in office because of this. Now, the Florida Attorney General is like, whoa, this is unconstitutional. You can't do this. And I believe that they're going to try and fight it. This was not a way to save money or get better voter turnout. This was a test. This is a test to see how far these elected officials can go. What can they get away with? We are seeing this happen little by little in different cities, different states, and even at the federal level. Please wake up.
Just a reminder that Florida is a fascist state. The city of Miami postpones November 2025 election to 2026, extending officials' term. The reason why the mayor of Miami said that this needs to happen is because he wants to save the city money from elections. It's going to save the city thousands of dollars if they don't do the election in 2025 and do it in 2026. Ain't this some shit? The Miami City Commission voted 3-2 on Thursday to postpone the city's November 2025 election to November 2026, a move that extends the terms of elected officials. Term-limited Mayor Francis Suarez and Commissioner John Carriello, whatever, terms would be extended by 1 year. Here's the mayor, and he was like, nah, man, we can't do elections. And the reason why is because Miami, the constituents are fucking hot. They're mad at this guy. The constituents in Miami are pissed off because of all the fucking raids that has been happening in Miami. Or like, fuck that shit, you working with ICE. And homie's like, nope, reverse Uno. I got the city commission to postpone the elections. Oh my goodness gracious. Even DeSatan came out and said, man, y'all can't do that shit. Even DeSatan, the walking tampon that is the governor of Florida, said, nah, this is a bad look. But they did it. I don't know, man. I need to get the hell up out of this state. Like, seriously, because I feel like everybody else is just gonna cut Florida out. I need to get the hell out of here. Well, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, but Florida is a fascist state.
Oh, nothing. I was just popping up on here to let y'all know that the city of Miami canceled their November election.
It's a really good video. You all should go back and watch it. But if the residents of Miami do not drag that mayor out of those municipal buildings, it's your fault.
Major update for LA County regarding ICE enforcement and upcoming 4th of July celebrations. There are many cities that are canceling or postponing their 4th of July fireworks shows or events. And some of these cities are Lincoln Heights, Boyle Heights, El Sereno, Bell Garden, Cudahy, Northeast Los Angeles. The city of LA is postponing its fireworks show due to ICE enforcement actions. This is totally unprecedented. We've never had public fireworks shows to celebrate our nation's independence canceled or postponed due to the aggressive action of a federal agency in its handling of immigration enforcement. Now, some good news is that LA County Supervisor Hilda Solis is going to introduce a motion to look at what they can do to legally protect people from these ICE enforcement activities. She wants to explore what legal options the county has against what she calls the unconstitutional immigration enforcement actions by ICE. And now, as I make this video for you guys, I got an alert saying that ICE is in Thousand Oaks in Ventura County in black, white, and gray SUVs that are unmarked. So if you were in the Thousand Oaks area or in Ventura County today, be aware they're going to be searching for people. And they're just everywhere. They're all over LA County, Ventura County, everywhere. So everyone just be safe and be careful. So let me know what you think about all this. Comment, like, share, spread the word, and I'll see you back here for the 411.
If you are wondering how the city of Miami illegally canceled November's election, listen to this video from mayoral candidate Ken Russell.
So yes, I'm going to explain how the city of Miami has illegally canceled this year's mayoral election, for which I'm a candidate, and have moved it to next year, giving all the electeds in office right now an additional year in office, violating term limits, and giving themselves an extra $100,000 plus in salary without any approval of the voters. How did they do this? Well, they used a loophole, which is very popular in politics, by going through a state law that talks about aligning your local and state elections. Meaning, like, if you're having a local election in August and there's a state election in November, you're allowed to combine those without major, to-do. They're actually saying, well, the state election is next year, so we're just going to combine ours to that and just skip an entire year. Of course, the governor is suing them. The state attorney general is going to sue them and has already threatened to do so. The city of Miami thinks they can do this because they'd like to get to even year voting, which is not a bad thing. And even years when there's presidential, Senate, and Congress seats are all being voted on, turnout is very big, and that's a good thing. But to get there this way, unilaterally, without a vote of the public at a referendum that says, yes, we'd like to move to even year voting, yes, we'd like to extend your terms, this is illegal. So it happened this week, and I'm not happy about it, and neither are the public. And I think they're going to turn out, whether it's this year or next year, and ask for change. So we'll see.
Child, the city of Miami has unilaterally decided to cancel or postpone their midterm elections. Yeah, the midterm elections that was happening less than 5 months this year. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on a minute. So yeah, while we were sleeping, the city of Miami decided to postpone their November 25th election to 2026, stating that it's always happened on odd years and now they want it to happen on an even year. But now, according to the city charter, they're supposed to happen in odd years. Them making this change is going to allow for the mayor to extend its term by 1 year. Now, surprisingly, very surprisingly, Florida Attorney General James Uthmeyer and Ron DeSantis argue that the city lacks authority to change this without voter approval, and the voters did not approve. Because again, as I stated, the city charter requires odd year elections and voter consent for amendments. However, the Florida city attorney, he cited that a North Miami precedent upheld by the 3rd District Court of Appeals did allow such changes. They're always looking for loopholes. Now tell me what you think is going on here. I think that this is a precedent for a lot of the buffoonery that's been happening in our own White House. I think that once this gets approved or upheld and it is not challenged, that other cities, depending on what their city charter is, are going to try to follow suit. And everything is going to be out of whack. Like I said before, upside down, left is right, everything is topsy-turvy, and nothing makes sense anymore. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think in the comments, and I hope you have the day you deserve.
The mayor and city council of Miami just voted 3-2 to extend their own terms by 18 months. Those of you who get bothered when I do my makeup while I'm talking to you about the dystopian reality happening in American politics are welcome to just close your eyes and listen along for a moment. I got a flight to catch. The city of Miami voted to defer their election from November 2025 to November of 2026, disenfranchising all of the voters in the city of Miami and the 18 candidates who had already declared their candidacy for the 2025 election. The audacity is staggering because the people of Miami do not want this. Even Ron DeSantis says that this is an unconstitutional overreach on behalf of the Miami City Council. and the Miami City Council, knowing that their decision is grossly unappealing to the voters in the city of Miami, they just said, hold my beer, watch this. One of the reasons that I chose to run against a two-term incumbent is that I strongly believe that it is in the people's best interest that we implement term limits in politics. Our American politics were never designed to be a career. They're designed to be a calling and a period of service, where you get in, you make your contribution, and then you move along. And the people of Miami agree with that, which is why they have term limits. And so to bypass those term limits, the city council has voted to extend their own undemocratic reign of terror against the people of Miami. City council matters. And this is just one more example of why I am running for South Jordan's District 5 City Council, because I believe in democracy and the American Constitution. And all around us, we are seeing that those norms are being eroded and violated.